Hello everybody, Board Game Lawyer here. It is a Friday night, and we're going to do some Friday night Twitch this evening. We're going to play some Marvel Champions from Fantasy Flight Games, so let's get down to the table and see what we're going to be playing against this evening. So just this week, we learned that the next hero pack in Marvel Champions is going to be Magneto, and so I thought just to kind of honor that I would play against Magneto this evening. So this is the Magneto villain I'm going to be playing in Standard tonight. So he is a Brotherhood of Mutants traded villain who has a scheme of 2, an attack of 2, and he has a force response on his attack. And that is after Magneto attacks you, place 1 magnet counter on the main scheme. So on the main scheme, it's a magnet counter. And he also has steady, meaning that he needs 2 stunned or confused in order to be just that. And he also comes into play with toughness on him, so we got to get around that here early. He also begins the game with 18 hit points. Let's take a look at his main scheme. So he is Asteroid M. Magneto floats above the Earth in his orbital sanctuary. Magneto 1 and 2 is our contents and our standard set, and 1 modular set, and that is the Acolytes. So I went ahead and left those in the deck tonight just to play with the standard content setup. It also tells us as part of the setup to set the orbital decay side scheme aside, which we have done. It's over here. Orbital decay is over here set aside for now. And then to reveal the boarding party side scheme. So the boarding party side scheme is out there on the table. To stop Magneto's nefarious plan, you must first board Asteroid M. Dangerous place for visitors, as we have learned. Magneto cannot have more than 6 sustained damage. When defeated, flip this card and reveal Sabotage Master Mold. All right, it begins with 3 threat on it. So when defeated, we flip this card. Okay, so easy, right? Set the orbital decay side scheme aside, reveal the boarding side scheme. We've done everything on side 1A. Let's flip over to side 1B and read our text. It says that we have a force response after you play a magnet counter on the scheme. If there are at least 3 magnet counters here, discard cards from the encounter deck until a magnetic card is discarded. Reveal that card, then remove 3 magnet counters from the scheme. It begins the game with 1 threat per player, and it gets 1 added each turn. It's got a low threat threshold of 5, so we don't want that going off either. So that is Asteroid M. And that's everything. That's the entire setup for... I think I got disconnected there, so I'm back. Alright, so that is Asteroid M. After you place a magnetic counter on the scheme, if there are 3 magnetic counters here, discard the cards from the encounter deck until a magnetic card is discarded. Reveal that card, then remove 3 magnet counters from the scheme. Alright, so hopefully I won't get interrupted again by bad internet, but we've had some bad weather here lately, so that is possible. So stick with me. Nina Thurman is my alter ego. She is Domino in her hero form. She has a recovery of 3. She's a mutant. You can choose a card in your hand and swap that card with the top card of your discard pile, and you can do that a limit of once per round. Alright, so what have we got? We got Outlaw. We need to figure out what we want to keep. So I do think that we want to definitely keep Domino's pistol. And this Digging Deep card. After this card is discarded from the top of your deck, add it to your hand. That's a good card to throw on top of the deck to swap. We do have Call for Aid, which I'm going to keep. So I'm going to keep Domino's pistol. I'm going to keep Call for Aid. I'm going to keep Digging Deep. X-Force Recruit and Outlaw. Yeah, let's go ahead and toss both of those for now. So we're going to toss Outlaw and X-Force Recruit. And we're going to pick up another Call for Aid. And we're going to pick up an Inspired card. Okay, so that's how we're going to begin our turn. Do I want to swap a card? Choose a card in your hand, swap that card with the top card of your discard pile. I don't think so. I think we're just going to flip over to our hero side now. It says here on Domino's hero side that she has a thwart of 1, an attack of 2, a defense of 3. She's a posse X-Force. When counting resources on cards discarded from the top of your deck, count each printed wild icon twice. Action. Choose a card in your hand, swap that card with the top card of your deck, and you can do this a limit of once per round. Alright. Okay. I noticed that there was a little bit of a glitch there just for a second. I don't know if it's me or I don't know if it is Octagon who's acting up this evening, but it says that I've been disconnected from the server twice. I don't know if I've been disconnected from Twitch twice. But anyway, if you're still here with me, we'll go ahead and get started. So Domino is going to use her call for... No, I think she's going to use her ability first. When action, choose a card in your hand. Swap that card with the top card of your deck. So we are going to put Digging Deep on top of our deck. And so now we have Ant-Man in our hand. So we'll go ahead and put that there. Now we're going to use one of our call for aids. It says discard cards from the top of your deck until you discard an Avenger ally, then add that ally to your hand. Alright, so I'm just going to discard onto the table. So Digging Deep, the text on Digging Deep says after this card is discarded from the top of your deck, add it to your hand. So we get to add that card to our hand. We're going to keep digging for an Avenger. Inspired goes to the discard pile. Phantom X goes to the discard pile. A good workout. A good workout. Reinforced suit. Sidekick. Inspired. Suit up. Call for aid. Lucky and good. Suit up. Right place, right time. Caliban. Jackpot. After this card is discarded from the top of your deck, shuffle it back into your deck. Shuffle. Okay, we'll keep discarding. Jackpot gets put back in there and shuffled again. Discard. Sidearm. Discard. Blades. There's my Avenger. So we're going to put him into my hand. Now that was an awful lot of discarding just to get the blade. And I didn't get to everything that I wanted. So I tell you what, I'm going to do the other call for aid. And I know it's crazy to do that, but I'm going to discard cards from the top of my deck until I discard an ally Avenger and then put that ally into my hand. So here's right place, right time. Probability field. Power of leadership. EVA. Digging Deep, which goes into my hand. Discarding another Digging Deep, which goes into my hand. Discarding Diamondback. Discarding Luck Be a Lady. Discarding Luck Be a Lady. Domino's Pistol. White Fox, and it says after White Fox is discarded from the top of your deck, put her into play under your control. So I get to add White Fox into play under my control. We're still doing this call for aid. Here we go. Discarding the X-Gene. Discarding the Posse card. Sorry about that. Discarding the Power of Leadership. Discarding Jackpot, which gets shuffled back into my deck. Shuffle. Jackpot, after this card gets discarded from the top of your deck, shuffle it back into your deck. Shuffle. Okay. Pip the Pug. And then we discard Jackpot. Response after this card is discarded from the top of your deck, shuffle it back into your deck. So, hey, Yozo, how you doing? It's good to see you. Hopefully my internet's cooperating with me this evening. Yeah, so this is my very first turn in the game. I just decked myself because I played a second call for aid. So, and I only had 2 allies in my deck, and I drew Ant-Man at the beginning of the turn. So I was able to cycle through the entire deck. So we're going to take Jackpot, which gets discarded, and then we're going to shuffle the entire discard pile into the deck. I decked myself, so I get to deal myself 1 encounter card, and we're going to discard Call for Aid. Okay, so this is my hand after all of that. And so now I get to play some cards. So I did get White Fox out on the table because of all of this discarding. So we definitely want to put Domino's Pistol out, and we'll spend 2 resources for that. We're going to spend this one here, Digging Deep, and another Digging Deep. I'm going to put out Blade for 1. We're going to put out, how about Ant-Man for 1. And then we're going to put we're going to spend the Painted Lady to put Inspired onto Ant-Man. So Ant-Man, we're going to bring him to the front. Ant-Man, we spent 1 card to put him out, so he has 1 health. And so with that two, let's see, White Fox. Let's do this first. We're going to take White Fox, and we're going to knock the tough off of Magneto. How's that? We're going to place 1 consequential damage onto White Fox. Blade is going to do 2 damage to Magneto. 1, 2, so it knocks him down to 16. Blade, I don't have a fist resource to recover Blade, so he's just going to go to the discard pile here. Ant-Man, he's now, because he's inspired, has +1 thwart, so he's going to clear the boarding party. And so we're going to take all 3 threat off of the boarding party. When defeated, flip this card and reveal Sabotage Master Mold. Now, Sabotage Master Mold says that Magneto cannot have more than 12 sustained damage. When defeated, reveal the set-aside Orbital Decay side scheme. Add this card to the victory display. So Ant-Man is defeated. We're going to use Domino's Pistol. Now Domino's Pistol, so we need to keep in mind Domino's ability, which is when counting resources on cards discarded from the top of your deck, count each printed wild icon twice. So Domino's Pistol says, exhaust Domino's Pistol, choose an enemy, and discard the top card of your deck. Deal 1 damage to an enemy for each resource icon discarded this way. And the attack gains ranged. So we're going to discard the top card of our deck, which is Caliban. So we're going to do 1 damage into Magneto. And then Domino is going to do 2 damage into Magneto, taking him down to 13. So far I've done 5 damage to Magneto. We did clear that first side scheme, and we will advance the phase. Let's see what we got in our hand. We got Phantom X, we got the EVA, we got Lucky and Good, Diamondback, and a Lucky Break card. Lucky Break says when you reveal an encounter card, discard Lucky and Break, cancel the effects of that card, and discard it. Reveal another card from the encounter deck. That is an upgrade. Ally, upgrade. So no events to deal with Mr. Magneto's shenanigans over there. Okay, so Magneto is going to attack. After Magneto attacks you, place 1 magnet counter on the main scheme. So he's going to attack me, and I think I will defend. So he's going to attack me for 2, plus this 3. He's going to do 5 damage to me, minus 3. So we'll discard Seized. We are going to place 1 magnet counter on Asteroid M. Keeping in mind that when there are at least 3 magnet counters here, that's when things happen. Alright, so Magneto is going to deal himself another encounter card. And here's the first one. And it is a magnetic bubble. Attached to Magneto, Magneto gains Retaliate. When Magneto would take any amount of damage, place it here instead. Then if there is 8 or more damage here, discard this card. Okay, so he's got Retaliate with a 8 defense magnetic bubble. Wow. And the next one is Magnetically Sealed. When revealed, place 2 additional threat here for each ally in play. There's just 1 ally in play. So we're going to place 2 additional threat here, and it has a crisis icon on it. Okay. All right. So let's see what we got in our hand. We got the EVA, we got Phantom X. I love Phantom X. There's Diamondback, exhaust Diamondback, deal 1 damage to her, discard the top card of your deck, deal 1 damage to each enemy for each resource icon discarded this way. Ah, Magnetic Bubble. Doing damage, getting retaliated on. Now this is an attack, so I will get retaliated on because of that. White Fox, if she attacks, that's problematic. I would like to get Phantom X out on the table. How about I do that? I'm going to... If I spend these 4 resources, I could bring out Phantom X. Here's Phantom X. We're going to spend Lucky Break. We're going to spend Diamondback. We're going to spend Lucky and Good and the EVA to put out Phantom X. Phantom X says after Phantom X enters play, search your deck and discard pile for EVA and put it into play. So there we go. All right. Magnetically sealed, cannot remove all 4 threat from magnetically sealed. So we may just let Asteroid M go over. I could take down Sabotage Master Mold. It says reveal the set aside Orbital Decay side scheme. Add this card to the victory display. Is there anything that happens when Orbital Decay comes in? Nope. Just simply another side scheme that we will eventually need to defeat in order to finally take care of Magneto. So, Phantom X and White Fox removes threat from Asteroid M. 1 threat. Nope, I can't take it off of there because of the crisis icon over on Magnetically Sealed. Domino's Pistol. Let's do some damage to Magneto with Domino's Pistol. So we're going to discard the top card. It is a wild resource, so I'm going to place 2 counters onto... when I take any amount of damage, place it here instead. If there are 8 or more damage here, discard this card. So I'm going to get retaliated for 1 because that is an attack, that pistol. So I will take another damage. How about Phantom X removes a threat from Magnetically Sealed. And he's going to take a consequential damage. EVA is going to remove a threat from Magnetically Sealed. It takes a consequential... No, it doesn't. It doesn't take any consequential damage. And then White Fox is going to remove a threat from Magnetically Sealed. I'm going to flip Domino down to her hero form, or alter ego form. Choose a card in your hand, swap with the top card of your discard pile. Probably should have done that before I put Phantom X and the EVA out, but yeah. End of my turn. It's Magneto's turn. Let's see what I got. I got the Outlaw, I got Sidekick, I got Right Place, Right Time, Power of Leadership, Luck Be a Lady, and I got a Good Workout. Alright, we're going to place 1 threat on Asteroid M. Magneto is going to scheme for 2 plus 2 is 4. So now we have gone over. Yeah, so we're going to discard Asteroid M. And when revealed, place 1 magnet counter here. If Sabotage Master Mold is not in the victory display, the first player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a copy of M-Type Sentinel minion and reveals it. Well, we've got Sabotage Master Mold in play, so we don't necessarily have to worry about that. Okay, but we do need to put 1 magnet counter on here. We're going to flip over to the Factory Online. After you place a magnet counter here on the scheme, if there are at least 3 magnet counters here, discard cards from your counter deck until a magnetic card is discarded. Reveal that card, then remove 3 magnet counters from the scheme. It gets 1 added at the beginning of its life, and then it gets 1 threat added to it, each additional, and it threats out at 6. So again, another low threat threshold on this main scheme of Magneto's. Alright, so that is his activation. Next, oh yeah, I gotta put a consequential damage onto White Fox, sorry about that. And so here's the encounter card, and that is Electromagnetic Blast. When revealed, Exhaust each upgrade and support you control. Place 1 magnet counter on the main scheme. Oof. So each upgrade and support you control. So here's my upgrade and here's my support. And we're going to place 1 magnet counter on the main scheme. And there it is. After you place a magnet counter here, we're looking for 3. We don't have 3, we've got 2, and that's going to be the end of Magneto's turn. But Domino's pistol. Oof. That hurt. Right place, right time is a thwart. Remove 3 threat from a scheme and discard the top card of your deck. For each resource icon discard this way, remove 1 additional threat from that scheme. Good workout. So I could play both of those. I do have Outlaw. Outlaw comes into play with toughness. Interrupt when Outlaw attacks. Discard the top card of your deck. Outlaw gets +1 attack for this attack. For each resource icon discard this way. That's good. Yeah, so here's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to heal. Probability field. When you use a basic power, discard the top card of your deck. You get +1 to that power for this use for each resource icon. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's good to have. I think that's what I want. I want to swap out. So choose a card in your hand, swap a card with top card of your discard pile, limit once per round. Let's take Luck Be a Lady and swap that with Probability Field. I like that. Okay, good. Alright, so I'm going to heal. I heal 3. Flip. Now I'm on my hero side. Now I can swap a card from... Choose a card in your hand. Swap that card with the top card of your deck. Right place, right time. That removes 3 threat. I kind of want to hang on to that. Sidekick. I don't have any of my signature... Yes, I do. I've got the Outlaw in my hand. And that is a signature ally. Could do that. Could put a Sidekick out. Let's think about this. I think White Fox is going to go ahead and remove the last threat off of Magnetically Sealed. So at least it's gone. I can start removing threat from the main scheme. Discard White Fox. Phantom X. Let's think about this. How about we put the probability? Well, let's see. We can swap the top card. And I think I will. I'm going to swap out... Since I don't have anything that I can pay 2 for, the Power of Leadership, and it is a wild resource, I'm going to put Power of Leadership on top of my deck and draw this card, which is an X-Force Recruit. Okay. We're going to spend Outlaw, and we're going to spend the X-Force Recruit to put out the Probability Field. Yep. And we're going to spend Sidekick and a Good Workout to play Right Place, Right Time. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. Discard the top card of your deck. For each resource icon discard this way, remove 1 additional threat from that scheme. Well, we're going to remove 3 threat from Sabotage Master Mold. 1, 2, 3. When defeated, reveal a set aside Orbital Decay side scheme. Add this card to the victory display. So Sabotage Master Mold is going to the victory display. And we're going to bring out Orbital Decay. And then we also, before we discard that, we get to see if there's take any additional off. No. Power of Leadership was the card that got discarded. Okay, Probability Field. When you use a basic power, discard top card of your deck. Get +1 for each resource icon. Discard this way. Phantom X. How about Phantom X removes a threat from the main scheme? Yep. And we'll advance the phase. What'd I get? I got Inspired. I got Call for Aid. I got Right Place, Right Time, Domino's Pistol, and Suit Up. Placing 1 threat on the factory online. Magneto is going to attack Domino. I'm going to allow that to happen. He's going to hit me for 2. So it knocks me down to 7. Then Magneto says we place one magnet counter on the main scheme. That triggers discard cards from the encounter deck until a magnetic card is discarded. Reveal that card, then remove 3 magnet counters from the scheme. So let's look for magnetic cards. That is not one. This one is not one. This one is not a magnetic card. This one is a magnetic card. It's a treachery. When revealed, exhaust each upgrade and support you control. Wow. Here we go again. Upgrade, upgrade, and support. Oh, by the way, Phantom X had additional damage placed on him. And plays one magnetic counter on the main scheme. One magnetic counter. And we remove 3 magnet counters from the factory online. Okay, that's all because of that attack and placing the 1 magnetic counter on the factory online. Alright, so here's the encounter card that Magneto gets. And it is a magnetic missile which surges. When revealed, defeat a sentinel minion in play, then take 5 damage. You may discard X cards from your hand to prevent that damage. There's no sentinels on the table, I don't believe. No, that's magnetic. Yeah. But it does surge. And it's going to surge into this card right here, which is an electric shock. When revealed hero, you are stunned. Take 1 damage for each magnet counter on the main scheme. So now I am stunned. And I get to take 1 damage because of this electric shock. Alright, so that is the end of Magneto's turn. We'll advance the phase, turn things over to Domino. Phantom X is looking bad. I do have a suit up. I've got Call for Aid. I've got Inspired. So I've got some things I could do. How about we try Calling for Aid? Let's see what happens if we do that. So we're going to discard cards until we find an ally. An Avenger ally. Reinforced Suit. Suit Up. Power of Leadership. Pip the Pug. X-Gene. A Good Workout. Sidearm. Jackpot, which gets shuffled back into the deck. Inspired. Jackpot gets shuffled back into the deck. Jackpot gets shuffled back into the deck. Posse. So there was no Avengers. So I do deal myself an encounter card. And I reset. And we're going to shuffle that deck. Okay. So that was kind of a waste. Call for Aid. Alright, Domino is stunned, so we are going to clear the stunned. Phantom X. I've got Inspired. I've got Right Place, Right Time. Remove 3 threat from a scheme and discard the top card of your deck. For each resource icon discard this way, remove 1 additional threat from that scheme. Okay. So let's do that. Let's spend... got that Domino's pistol. We'll hang on to the Domino's pistol. We'll go ahead and spend Right Place at Right Time. Suit Up. And Inspired. To remove 3 threat from Orbital Decay. When defeated, flip this card, reveal Physical Strain. Oh, by the way, I got to flip another card, so it actually taken off an additional threat. Okay, we're going to flip over to Physical Strain. Now we attach to Magneto permanent. Magneto loses steady. So now we can stun him if we like. So he has a Physical Strain on him now. Discard Right Place, Right Time. We're going to hang on to Domino's pistol. Phantom X, we'll hang on to him for another round. Or remove the threat. Let's see. It's going to get 1 threat placed on it. +2. Yeah, we're going to lose Phantom X. We're going to get rid of that threat. We don't want that threading out. So EVA and Phantom X go away. We're going to hang on to Domino's pistol. We're going to flip over to our alter ego side, and now I can swap a card with the top card of my discard pile. Nope, not going to do that. Alright, let's advance the phase. Turn things over to Magneto. We are going to place one threat on the factory online. Magneto's going to scheme for 2 plus 0, which is good. So, whoops. Yeah. Technical difficulties. There we go. It's good to see that advance go away. His encounter card is, well, we got one over here that we need to deal with first. Let's flip this one back over. And let's deal with this one first, because that's the one that was, oh no. Caught off guard. Discard and upgrade or support you control. No cards are discarded this way. This card gains surge. Probability field. Domino's pistol. I don't want to lose either one. Ugh. Now I get caught off guard. I hate that card. Domino's pistol does damage. Probability field ups my damage. I think it's a little bit more versatile than the pistol right now. So maybe we'll just hang on to that, because I can use that in alter ego form too. So caught off guard is gone. I hate that I lost my pistol. And here's the next card, and it is Magneto's armor. Attached to Magneto, Magneto cannot be stunned. Hero response: after your hero makes a basic attack against Magneto, spend all 3 types of resources to discard this card. He's +1 attack. Yeah, he's getting more powerful as he goes. And I'm getting beat up. So, don't want the factory online to go off. So I am going to advance the phase, turn things over to Nina Thurman. Painted Lady, right place, right time, remove 3 threat, sidearm, power of leadership. So I did lose my pistol. I could get it back by choose a card in your hand, swap that card to the top card of your discard pile, limit once per round. I'm gonna put the sidearm in the discard pile to grab my Domino's pistol back. Now I'm going to flip over to my hero side, and I will use my ability. Choose a card in your hand, swap card with top card of your deck. We're going to do the power of leadership to grab Jackpot. Okay. Alright. Jackpot. If this card is discarded from the top of your deck, shuffle it back into your deck. Right place, right time would be good. Now, this is a good opportunity for me to hero response. After a hero makes a basic attack against Magneto, spend all 3 resources, that's my Jackpot card, to discard this card. I think so. So, let's do that. So Domino is going to attack Magneto. She's got the probability field. When you use a basic power, discard the top card of your deck. You get +1 to that power for this use for each resource icon discarded this way. So there we go. Probability field. We're going to discard the top card of our deck, which we know is a wild. So she's going to do 4 damage into Magneto. That 4 damage goes over here onto the magnetic bubble. Forgot about that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. After your hero makes a basic attack against Magneto, spend all 3 of these resources. I do need to take 1 retaliate because of that. Why? Why do I take 1? Okay, because we've got the magnetic bubble. So Magneto gains retaliate. So the Jackpot, we're going to spin the Jackpot to get rid of Magneto's armor. Which is great. Really need to get rid of this magnetic bubble. Domino's pistol, putting it out. Is that right? Domino's pistol. We're going to spend right place, right time. And Domino's, no, and the Painted Lady to put out that Domino's pistol. Exhaust Domino's pistol. Discard the top card of my deck, which is a wild. Put 2 damage into the magnetic bubble. So now it says if there are 8 or more damage here, discard this card. So it's going away, finally. Oh, man. And then what do I do with Blade? Do I put Blade out and do damage? Or do I hang on to my Domino's pistol? I think we put Blade in the discard pile. And we will advance the phase. Domino's pistol, Pip the Pug, good workout, inspired, and Lucky Break. When you reveal encounter card, discard Lucky Break. It's an upgrade, not going to do me any good. The event, yep. So we're going to place 1 threat on the factory online. So now it's up to 4. Magneto's going to attack us. He's going to attack me. He's going to hit me for 2. I'm going to defend it. I've got probability field. When you use a basic power, discard top card of your deck, you get +1 to that power. For each resource icon, discard this way. Right now he's going to hit me for 2. Yeah, we'll go ahead and use probability field. So we'll discard top card of our deck. So our defense now is 5. Magneto's going to hit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. So he's going to hit me for 1 because of the magnetic mayhem. Wow. And then he gets a counter, a magnetic counter placed on the factory online. Wow. What a blast. Okay, so now Magneto's card is a wrapped in metal attached to your identity, max 1 per identity. Attached identity cannot thwart, attack, defend, or recover. Exhaust your identity and spend a 5th resource, discard. That was an awful thing to have right now because I've got a good workout in hand. I've got Domino's pistol. And I can't do anything about an attack, right? Because this is an attack, this is an attack, that's an attack, everything's an attack. I was getting ready to do some damage, and then the warped, wrapped in metal attachment gets put on me while I'm just, okay. We'll save it. Now it's my turn. I'm going to put Lucky Break out. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Put Lucky Break out. I'm going to spend Inspired and a good workout to put out my other Domino's pistol. I'm going to exchange Pip the Pug for the top card of my deck, which is Diamondback. I'm going to flip over to my alter ego form. Choose a card in your hand, swap that card, top card of your discard pile. So yeah, we're going to put a good workout in hand. And discard Diamondback. Advance the phase. Okay. What I get? I got my good workout. I got my Pip, X-Force, Digging Deep, Outlaw, and Call for Aid. That's what I've got in my hand. I am going to place 1 threat on the main scheme. Magneto is going to scheme for 2 plus 3. 1, 2, 3. It takes it up to 8, so factory online. Threats out. And we'll discard it. And we'll advance to the next. The Rule of Magnus. When revealed, place 2 magnet counters here. If physical strain is not attached to Magneto, the first player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a magnetic attachment and reveals it. Well, physical strain is attached to Magneto, so we're not going to at least go find a magnetic attachment and reveal it. But we are going to place 2 counters onto that, and we're going to flip this over. Now, the rule of Magnus, if the stage is completed, the players lose the game. It threats out at 7. It comes with 1 threat on it. After you place a magnet counter on the scheme, if there's at least 3 magnet counters here, discard cards from the encounter deck until a magnetic card is discarded. Reveal that card, then remove 3 magnet counters from the scheme. So just like before. So we are now at 3B. We have reached the end of the main scheme chain. If the stage is completed, we lose the game. So that was Magneto forcing that over on his activation. His card is an Assault, which is, I'm in alter ego form, a Surge. So we'll discard that. Next card is Master of Magnetism. When revealed, take the topmost magnetic card in the encounter discard pile and give it to Magneto as a face-down boost card. Magneto activates against you. Okay, bummer. Discard pile. Let's find a magnetic card. I'm just going to take these cards off until we find one, and it's the, oh no, Magnetic Mayhem, which is a magnetic card. Look at what just happened. Okay. Magnetic Mayhem. It says, take the topmost magnetic card in the encounter discard pile. Give it to Magneto as a face-down boost card. So he gets a face-down boost card, and now Magneto activates against you. So there's a scheme for 2. Plus, what is this card? He's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he threats out because of this Magnetic Mayhem. Wow. I didn't even get a chance to even like make a stand here, because he completely threats out with a 4 boost to end the game. Right? Did I do that right? Did I do that right, Yozo? Did I really just lose that game on that 4 boost? Looks like it. Well, thanks for joining me this evening, Yozo. Appreciate it. Sorry it was kind of lackluster. Actually, it was kind of fun right there at the end, right? Magneto. So if anybody hasn't seen it yet, there's a big announcement this week that there is another hero coming to the game, and that is Magneto. Yeah. Hey, thanks. Yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, so Magneto is a hero kit. You, I'm sure have heard it already. But yeah, that's a new hero that's coming out for the game. I'm not sure what month that's going to get released. We've still got Jubilee coming out in July. Then a couple months later, it looks like we've got Nightcrawler probably a couple months later. So hopefully we'll get Magneto by the end of the year. And that will, I think, complete the cycle for mutants. And what a way to end it with Magneto, right? I know there's some people who are hoping for Beast, and maybe they'll slide that one in there somehow too. But in the meantime, that's this game. So Magneto defeats Domino in a very stylish manner, right? A Magnetic Mayhem punches the main scheme for 6 scheme to finish the game. So that's the end. I am the Board Game Lawyer. You can catch me here oftentimes on Friday evenings around 8 o'clock Central Time is when I try to live stream. You can catch me here on Twitch. Sometimes I upload these also to YouTube. I may upload this one there just for the fun of it. But anyway, thanks for watching this evening. Take care, everyone, and we'll catch you next time. Goodbye.